It's what you've been waiting for. It's what you've been waiting for. Yeah. Baby, tell me that you love me. Tell me I'm your favorite.
Alright beauties, let's jump right into it. My brows are already done and I'm going to go into my ABH Subculture palette to start off my eyeshadow look. So first, taking the shade New Wave on a fluffy blending brush, I'm going to buff that throughout the transition area of my eye, and this is just going to give me that nice warmth and that mustardy color because we're still kind of in the cool weather seasons, so I think it's kind of appropriate to keep with that look. Then moving in with the shade All Star, I'm just going to go ahead and add some more berry tones to the crease and buff that out into the transition as well, so I don't have too much of a yellow look going on. And this is also going to complement the lip color that I'm going to go in with later. To further deepen my crease and build up that outer V, I'm taking the shades Fudge and Rowdy from the Subculture palette, and I'm just going to put them both into the crease and outer V of my eye using this more dense blending brush. It's not quite a pencil brush because it's a bit longer, the fibers are, or the hairs are, but it's definitely going to help you pack on that color because it's more dense than a blending brush. Then you're going to see me go in later with a more diffuse blending brush from NYX, and I'm just going to buff out the edges of that color and make sure everything is nicely blended. Now to do my cut crease, I'm taking my MAC Select Cover Up in the shade NW30, and I am just going to take that on a flat concealer brush and start to cut the crease on the innermost 3/4 of my eye, so I'm not quite taking it into that outer V or taking it all the way out to my wing. Then using the shade Adorn from the Subculture palette, I'm going to set that concealer and give myself a nice gold warm metallic lid, and this is just going to give me the glitz of this look. Now going back into Fudge and Rowdy from the palette, I'm just going to blend out the edges of that metallic lid color and buff it into the outer V and deepen that some more as well. For my wing, I'm taking my Ingot AMC Gel Liner in the shade 77, which is a very black shade, and I'm using my Sonia Kashuk angled brush to go ahead and put a nice deep color along my lash line and then wing that out, but I'm not quite keeping it precise when I wing it out. I'm actually going to make it very thick on the edges or the outer V, and then I'm going to go in with a smaller brush, which is more like a detail brush, and smoke out the edges of that and kind of diffuse it out so that it's not sharp on the outer V. As an additional step, if you want it to blend into that brown shade a bit more, you can go in with eyeshadow to set the outer V edge of that Ingot liner so that there isn't a harsh contrast between that and your eyeshadow. Now I'm going to pop on some lashes from Lash Kitty in the style Toxic and come right back. And here I also have my face done, so I'm going to go right in with my lower lash line shadows, and I'm taking Untamed from the Subculture palette so that I can give a nice pop of green on the lower lash line, and I'm buffing that out with a smudge brush. Then taking the shade Axis, I'm just going to deepen that lower lash line and use an angled brush to put that right into the lash line, just so I have a bit of contrast leading out to the bottom of my lower lid. Now I'm taking some blush from Nicka Cosmetics and I'm just going to pop on that peachy shade right onto my cheekbones. And then taking my Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in the shade Bronze, I'm just going to go ahead and put that on the tops of my cheekbones, as well as the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, and then right under the arch of my brow bone. Following the inner corner highlight, I'm taking my MAC Fix Plus spray and I'm just going to set all of that in place and then fan myself dry. And then I'm going to go in and line my lips with my NYX Cosmetics Lipliner in the shade Y2K, which is a nice deep brown shade. And once I do that, I'm going to go in with my ABH lipstick in the shade Brandy, and this is from their matte lipsticks that came out in the fall. And I just think this is a beautiful shade. It's appropriate for this season, and I don't know, I think it completes this look and gives it a nice sexy sultry vibe because it's almost a red lip but not quite as vibrant. So that's all for the look, and if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. If you recreate it, make sure you tag me on social media, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!